This week on The Facts.
A snow day in Halifax.
Swimming in ice-cold waters.
And the making of a drag queen.
Hi, and welcome to The Facts. It's the beginning of our new season, and this episode is online only. We're coming to you from the Museum of Natural History in Halifax. I'm Stephanie Directo.
And I'm Liz Brown. The museum this week is unveiling its newest attraction, a T-Rex named Sue. It's the world's biggest skeleton of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, a traveling version of the real thing, and just as impressive. It was crazy around here this week. First, they unloaded 5 semi-trailers full of big boxes. Then, they set up the skeleton, whose name, by the way, is Sue. She weighs almost 2 tons. The show opens to the public on Saturday, and next week on The Facts, Jordana Levine will have the huge story.
Last Sunday was a big snow day. It was windy and cold, but our crew still went to check out Citadel Hill and join in on the fun.
You look great. How are you feeling today? She might be a bit frozen.
We tried to learn flips because there's a lot of powder.
Did you just start learning today?
Yeah, that was our second flip ever. So we almost had it. Yeah.
There was something strange going on at Point Pleasant Park last weekend. Julia Greer-Black went to investigate.
They ran from the University of King's College, more than 3 kilometers in the cold. This run was only the start of celebrating Dan Brown's birthday. When they hit the parking lot, the clothes came off, and into the water they went in January.
Personally, I think he's challenging our friendship to see who goes in the water for his birthday, but I think it was just kind of one of those random things. No one really does it.
Dan's kicking it back, enjoying the water and loving his life. He got this idea from an uncle in Ireland, where waters are a lot colder, even in summer.
And he would get us up at 9 o'clock every morning, and he would have us out in the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. So for 14 mornings straight, I was out swimming. I thought I'd like to share the experience with everyone here.
And what an experience it was.
Puts your body into essentially a near-death experience, a complete state of shock.
But polar bear dipping isn't that strange, at least to one of Dan's professors.
This is the most healthy thing you can do. Nothing boosts your immune system better than polar bear dip. I do it this year 2 times a week. That's why I stay healthy and wealthy. And this is a kind of extreme sport, and at the same time it is absolutely safe. There's a safe and extreme sport at the same time. That's why I like it.
Everyone was freezing. Now it was just a matter of getting back to continue the celebration in a more traditional way.
What always happened after we went swimming with our uncle is we'd go straight to the pub. So, I gotta hold up tradition.
Polar bear dips may seem unusual to some, may not be the most typical birthday celebration either. However, as everyone here today said, it's a great way to stay fit, and it appears it'll be done a lot more often in weeks to come. Julia Greer-Black for the facts.
Chris Cochran is one of the only ethnic drag queens in Atlantic Canada.
She was actually dared to perform in drag, and since then, she takes the stage as Elle Noir. I spoke with her about life on and off the stage.
Please welcome to the stage, Elle Noir.
This is Elle as the singer Rihanna. And this is also Chris Cochran performing in drag as Elle. I spoke to Chris at Reflections Cabaret about her life as a drag queen.
When I first decided to do drag, really was about 5 years ago, no, 6 years ago in 2005, and the name came to me because at the time I was the only ethnic drag queen from Quebec over. So my actual drag name was Elle Noir, which means the black girl in French, roughly. But I decided to change it to Elle Noir, which means everybody gets a kick out of it. They call me She Black.
In Chris's early days of drag, she was in the Navy. But after 4 years, she realized the Navy wasn't for her. Now, she spreads awareness about being a transgendered woman and a drag queen.
A lot of people just think that we just throw a wig on and some eyeliner and some makeup, but believe me, it's a lot of research, it's a lot of makeup, it's a lot of costuming, it's a lot of detail work, choreography.
After studying the moves of performers such as Patti LaBelle, Cher, and Tina Turner, Chris even finds the time to make her own costumes. And after much practice, she can do her own hair and makeup in only 20 minutes.
When I started, it took me almost 3 hours to get ready, but for the last 2 years I've been living as a woman. I'm a transitioned woman. I've been living as a woman. So it's a little bit easier for me now because I live as a day as I live with the female makeup and the female body and stuff like that. The only difference now is that when I go on stage, as you can see, it's a lot more makeup.
But Chris says she doesn't want people to confuse Elle the drag queen with Chris the person.
Elle Noir is an entertainer. She's a louder person of me. She's more of the higher energy personas of my life. I'm more laid back and more quiet in my daily life, but Elle is more of the high octane level of me.
I'm Stephanie Directo for The Facts. We shot that story down at Reflections Cabaret, and while we were there, I also got a backstage look into how Chris turns into Elle. Here's what she showed me.
Hi, I'm Chris Cochran, but for the last 6 years, I've been known as Elle Noir, one of the best Halifax queens here in Halifax. There we go. It only takes me 20 minutes. Mostly it takes drag queens an hour and a half, but since I've been doing this for 6 years, I can do it just like that. If you want to be a drag queen, call me.